We are doing 75 hard, no cheats, no excuses, guys. And let me tell you, this journey is more than weight loss, it is rewiring your mind.
Definitely is.
So we got into this because we just been out of pocket. We're just
Out
gonna be
of pocket.
honest, right? So now I also got injured, not injured. I also had a health scare in the beginning of the year that just
Yeah.
threw me off completely because I was getting back into the groove of things, and we always let life throw us off course. And I said, you know what? I've been hearing my best friend tell me about 75 hard, and she was just raving about this. And I said, you know what? I need something drastic to get me going. I know once I get going, I'm good to go. Because most of the stuff we were already doing with 75 hard. So if you are interested in changing your life for the good, I suggest that you watch this video until the end because we're going to tell you about the good, bad, and the ugly. All right. So with 75 hard, there's a couple of rules that you do have to follow. First of all, there's 75 hard, there's 75 medium, there's 75 soft.
We chose to go the hard route. Might as well, if you want, if you're gonna do it, just go ahead and do it.
Go
There's
hard
no
or go
soft.
home.
There's no just go ahead and do it. Now we might drop down to medium afterwards once we do hard, but
Complete hard.
once we complete hard. But apart from that, just go ahead and do it.
So some of the rules when you're doing 75 hard, let's just go over it. First thing first, every day you got to take a progress picture of yourself because you got to know where you're coming from to. So we take a picture every morning, but we do also take videos because we want to see this process.
And then you have to do two 45-minute workouts. So one 45-minute workout could do in the gym, whatever it is. You could do hot home workout, but the next 45 minute has to be something outdoors. So a walk, biking, hiking, whatever you want to do.
And even if it's raining, you still have to show up in that rain because there's many days that we are caught in the rain and we just have to put our little hoodie on and keep it
Yep.
pushing.
Yep.
Right? So you also have to follow your diet. So whichever diet you choose is no specific diet, but you choose one. So if you're doing keto, do keto. If you're doing intermediate fasting, do that. If for us, we're not doing any sugar, we're not added sugar, I should say, and we're not doing flour. You guys know my husband's Jamaican. We love our fried dumpling and things like that. We can't even do none
Man,
of that.
my parents are here right now for a whole 10 days, every day fried dumpling.
And we
Can't
can't
eat
eat
none.
it, right? But besides just that, we have to drink a gallon of water daily. You need to be
Yeah.
able to flush out all of this stuff inside of you. So we are doing that just as well
And the best part is for me is you have to read 10 pages a day.
every day. You have to
Minimum.
read.
I always say minimum because you can read more than 10 pages a day if you're a fast reader and you could read, but I'm a slow reader. Don't just I'm a slow reader, okay? When I read 10 pages, she already did like 10 pages long time ago, right? So for me, I think like minimum you should be reading 10 pages a day, right? It says read 10 pages a day, but I say minimum 10 pages because you could read more if you want to.
Exactly. But you have to do a self development book, right? So, not this fairy tales and no. You need to read something that's going to educate you, that's going to push you, that's going to make you a better version of yourself because this is mental toughness, okay? 75 hard is mental toughness. So you want to be digesting things that are going to get you to that next level. You're trying to become her or become him, right? And in order to do that, you need to feed yourself the right things.
Yeah.
So find a book. And for me personally, I picked out a couple of books just to get us through this process. So why did we start? Because we wanted the change. We wanted to see a difference in ourselves. We know what we should look like, and we weren't looking
Nah,
how
we
we should.
we absolutely we was in Grenada and we was like, yo, all right. We was enjoying ourselves, of course.
Oh yes.
But afterwards we was like, all right, we're getting out of pocket. I
We
looked
ate
at
everywhere.
and I'm gonna say this. I looked at my wife and I said, babe, you're getting out of pocket.
And I looked at my husband and I said, babe, you is real out of pocket. Okay.
So we both agreed that it's something that there's something that we need to do, and why not do 75 hard?
Correct. We want to see the physical because when we're in our best form, we work out. Okay. A lot of people, you guys know, I battle lupus. I was on dialysis. I had a kidney transplant. And so in this second phase of life, we are all about our our health, taking care of ourselves, right? And we know that medications that we're on, things that we have to take, will plump us up. So for me, I said, oh no. When the doctor took me off of my regiment and he said no working out anything, I started gaining weight fast. So I
Yeah.
was like, dang, I could understand why people are in my DM saying, oh my God, I'm gaining so much weight because you're not working out, right? And you're just taking meds and you're just eating and you're just living. No, things have to change, right?
So where are you now in 75 hard?
Oh my gosh, I'm on day 39. I know I
Boop,
should
boop,
have.
boop, 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 boop.
Yes, I should have did day 1. I should have did day 7. But hey, we here now.
We here
I'm on
now.
day 39. Look at this, guys, with a sprained foot.
Oh, I was gonna introduce the sprained foot, but
There he is. He's right here. Sprained foot. Sitting on the chair, relaxing.
But you know the crazy thing is when people go through difficulties or hit a bump in the road, they automatically quit.
Yeah.
And for my wife, I'm like, babe, you're not gonna be able to finish 75 hard, and she's like, psh,
I'm gonna finish.
I'm gonna finish this. So while we had a routine set up, our routine changed because she got hurt. So now instead of both of us getting up and going to the gym and going for a walk, right? And we enjoy that. I enjoy that. I don't know about her. She
I
should.
love it.
But now we can't do that anymore, right? But I still love doing that. I love being out in nature, and I feel like everybody should. There's something about being in nature, walking in nature, not in your neighborhood, right? But just being in nature. Now, of course, if you live in Miami, if you live certain places, it's not going to be as easy. If you live in New York, it's not going to be as easy because they don't have much nature as far as parks and
There's
stuff
parks.
like that. Yeah, but not much, right?
Walk around your block.
Walk
We
around
ain't
your
have
block
no
if you-
excuses.
Yeah,
Team, no excuse around
yeah,
here.
yeah. There's no excuse. Still go walk.
You got
right?
your patio.
But
You could do. You don't have to walk necessarily. You just have to do an outdoor workout. Take your bike outside, right? You can do the stationary bike. Do whatever you have to do, but just got to be outside. And I really feel like they told us to do outside for mental health.
it is a mental. It is a mental
It helps
thing
you.
because
That
for
fresh
me,
air.
like when I go walking in the mornings, just the nature aspect of it,
Yeah.
it's like it's peaceful, it's
Yeah, it is.
calming.
It's the best
So,
feeling ever.
yeah.
So where are we right now since I personally lost what, 8-10 pounds so far. My stomach is decreasing. My back is unbigging. Like I am loving it. I
Listen.
feel so good. It helps build your confidence, ladies.
So for me right now, I started at 205 pounds, and right now I'm at 190.
Good job.
So right now I'm building muscles. Your boy, look.
What is that? Let me
Look
see
at
that.
Hey, before
Hey.
you didn't have no hump here, nothing, you know.
Hey.
But now you get a hump. The belly. I'm working on the belly, right? But the belly's going down. And I made my son a bet, right? So that's why I said I've been out of pocket because I made my son a bet saying that by the end of the year, your boy should have 6-pack. So I have to do something drastic here. All right. So it's working. I'm seeing differences.
I am. But it's not only just the physical, it's the mental change, right? It's the discipline that I never knew that I had. I always thought I was disciplined. Nah. Far from it since I started 75 hard. It really showed me who I am as an individual.
I know I wasn't going to grab no water, but I got to drink
Yeah,
water.
you got to drink water. Listen, we have our waters. We take this everywhere. Mine actually has a timer, so it lets me know when I need to be drinking.
So you have to drink a gallon of water every day. And I refused to go to bed. Last night I finished my water at like 11:20 or something like
Listen,
that.
as long as you get it in.
So you just got to make sure you get it in. You got to make sure you get it in.
Discipline, we're more focused. The confidence is definitely out and about. I'm going to tell you because, listen, your girl got a 2-piece on and ain't nothing hanging over today. So I'm really excited about the changes in how my clothes is fitting, how I'm feeling.
Yeah, it just oozes more confidence, but also you're working on becoming a better version of yourself. And that's why there's a couple things that goes in line with it. Number one, and we left out certain things. With 75 hard, you cannot
Oh,
drink.
no alcohol.
No
Sorry. I
alcohol.
apologize.
So the thing is,
I don't do that anyway, but still.
yeah, but we just have to mention that, right? So the thing is, when you're working on yourself, remember we're doing personal development books. So that by itself is teaching you certain things, and you're like you're starting to question, asking yourself questions. Now you're becoming more aware of what you're doing that you can improve on, right? So you're building confidence as far as you're losing weight, you start looking different, but also you're saying, all right, how can I be the best version of myself? If I'm reading the right books, personal
Yeah.
development, wealth books, how can I change my life? And also you're changing people's lives around you, because by posting your videos or posting on your social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, you are motivating other people to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And I've seen that where people actually reach out to us and be
Yeah.
like, hey, thank you for the inspiration. And they start the process as well. So it's just that confidence that you're building in yourself, the
And my
best
baby sister
version.
did it with is doing it.
Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
mom. And they're
Yeah.
seeing it.
And they're seeing it as well. So I feel like man, I don't even at well, we're gonna get into that again, I guess.
But when I talk about emotional changes, we got to talk about like it's making me handle stress better, right? Because I have clarity now. I have a routine. Every hour of the day, I know what I'm doing. Like I know what needs to get done. It's like norm. And then, a lot of people come to me and like, okay, what happens after 75 days? You
That's what I was
still
gonna.
go. You
That's
still
what.
keep
That's what I
going.
was gonna get into, but I said we can wait on that. But the crazy thing is, people just feel like, all right, after 75 hard, then I stop. No,
No.
the thing is, with 75 hard, your body should be getting breaks. Like literally, your body don't get that break because you're working out every day for 75 days. Now, once 75 hard is done, we go back to our normal routine before we got out of pocket, which was which was working out at least 3 to 5 days, rest 2 days, 2 to 3 days, right? So we're going back to that afterwards because the body at that point need rest to recover. So yeah, but we don't fight. We don't see ourselves stopping. It's just all right. 75 hard got us into that mental space, into that
Mm-hmm.
routine. So now, what can we do to keep that momentum going? Because like you have to keep going.
Can't give up, y'all. For me, so the hardest part on this journey for me was going to bed early. Two things: going to
Still
bed
is.
water early and
It still is.
water. So it is, right? Because I am a night owl by nature. I've always been like a 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning type of girl. And I had to learn to switch. And I love actually going to bed early. Now, at a certain time, I'm like, babe, nobody talk to me. I'm going to sleep. Like I
Yeah.
need to go to sleep because in order for me to be the 5 a.m. girly that I've always desired to be, which I am now, it requires you getting enough sleep. You have to have adequate enough sleep for you to go throughout this day because doing 2 workouts, making sure you do everything, and plus you're just regular parenthood and work and everything else that you're doing, you need to be on track, right? So you need sleep. Sleep, like if you don't get enough sleep, your body is not going to function where it needs to. And if you don't get the results in this is because you're
You're
not
not getting
sleeping right.
you're not
You're
getting
not
enough
eating right.
rest.
You're not getting the rest is important.
You're not getting enough rest. Rest is gonna be important, but rest is gonna be important no matter if you're doing 75 hard or not. If you want to see change in your body,
Mm-hmm.
you need adequate rest. If you're going to bed 12 o'clock and then waking up 5 o'clock, your body's not resting enough.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you have to give your body at least minimum 7 hours of sleep, 7 hours of rest. So 8 o'clock, not even 8 o'clock. Now we probably can go to bed 8 o'clock because the kids are out of school,
Yeah.
right? But before it was 8:30. Our youngest go to
And
bed at
sometimes
eight
a little
thirty.
later because we have basketball.
Yeah, and then basketball. But most of the times is like, okay, it's me that is going to the basketball.
Yeah, but still, I be tired. 9 o'clock.
but
I told
but
everybody my bedtime is 9 o'clock. My parents know not to call me. Everybody knows not to call me after. Even my little sister, she used to call me 11, 12 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, listen, I have a hard cutoff
Yeah.
at 9. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Right?
Um, for me, it was in the beginning. It was getting up at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, you was a hesitant.
It,
When
it
I
was
came to
it
him with
was
that, you
it
was
was
hesitant.
like because it would for me it was getting up at 5 o'clock. Now the thing, guys, is I've done routines like this before, and once you get back into that routine, you love it.
Yeah.
I remember when I used to get up 4 o'clock in the morning when I did a challenge to myself, and I did a 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to get up 4 o'clock in the morning. I used to read, do all that stuff, pray, and then like start my day. By 7 o'clock, I already worked out. I already did everything,
Yeah.
right? So the thing is, people complain about not having enough time,
Hmm.
and you can find
We
time.
make time for what we want to make
you
time
you
for.
make time. You prioritize what you feel like you want to prioritize in life. If you want to work on your thumb muscles, you can work on your thumb muscles. But what if you actually go in the gym and work on all the muscles? If you get what I'm saying, right? You could scroll for an hour on TikTok, YouTube,
But you
whatever it
could still
is.
scroll and walk, right? You
There
could
you go.
still get on the stepper, and I mean, you can't really get on a stepper and do that because boy, that stepper be getting you. But you could still get on an elliptical. You could still do your walk. You could still
Yeah.
do stuff at the same time. Like in when we do our second workout and we
And
walk,
we walk. Yeah,
I
we're
walk and do stuff
yeah.
on the phone, answer
Yeah.
messages, emails, whatever. But you're still getting your steps in daily.
Yeah.
But some of the workouts that we did not like. So my husband had gotten, you got a little injury since we started.
Yeah, so I'm still we both got injured, right? But
Yeah.
for me it's I got a back injury. Not necessarily say
It
it
wasn't like bad, but
bad,
he
right?
had to adjust.
Because it's like I reignite something that was already there.
Hmm.
So I was in a car accident, and the car accident already messed my back up a little bit. But now it's like me going to do certain exercise will trigger that to start giving
Yeah.
me more pain. So I did deadlift one day, and then I realized that deadlift ain't it. Right. So now going forward, there's certain exercises I'm not gonna do. I don't do deadlifts. You're rarely gonna see me do any squats with things on my back. It's just not happening. There's other exercises that you could do.
There's tons of
So
exercises to do out
the
there.
the thing that you have to be careful of is injuries throughout this process, because you're not resting. If you're not getting enough rest, the body needs time to recover. If it's not recovering, then at some point you could get injured. So take it light on some days if you want to, but make sure you're getting your workout in. But either way, it's like you can start over if you want to, but my wife here ain't believing in no start over.
One foot
Like
and
foot.
my father-in-law's cane, and I'm
She
still
got
going.
she got proof right here. The cane is right there in the damn video. I didn't even know you was gonna put the
I
cane.
have the cane. I
Yeah,
sure did.
yeah, because you can't go nowhere without it anyway. But
No,
foot swollen, all, but she's still
I
carrying
do. And
through.
I adjust, right? Being post kidney transplant, I have to be mindful,
Hmm.
right? Than other people. There's certain things that I'm just not going to do when I go to the gym, or I'll just have to modify the workout to make sure that I'm protecting myself at all times. So when I'm in that gym, I have to think about, okay, yes, I got a second chance on life, but I need to see that second chance, right? So I'm not trying to put myself back into any situation. So I'm just very mindful on the type of workouts that I actually do,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So another thing that I really want to bring up is for our 75 hard, there was a couple of things that we implemented in our own, not only adding like probiotics, taking your vitamins, but no social events in the fact of like eating out. So we have a lot of friends that message us and say, hey, let's do girls' night, or let's just go out and eat, do this. And we say no. So the way we did that is that we told ourselves that we are not eating out of this house or any house. We're just not eating out for 75 days. It's the hardest thing for me that I've ever done because I always eat out. Ask my husband. Like, I like to go out, eat out. My kids like it. And so to be like, no, we're cooking, right? So I'm cooking every meal, breakfast, lunch, snack, dinner. I do not go out. When we have basketball events, we pack our little
yeah.
lunchbox,
We're
right?
prepared.
And we go. If we know we're going on the road to run errands, because you know it'll be taking a long time when you got to go do all these different errands, we're packing lunch, we're packing snacks,
Snacks.
we're bringing our water bottle in
Yeah.
the car. We're doing everything necessary so we don't fall under the pressure,
Yeah.
right? So I just got to the point where I just told everybody we're not eating out. And I think everybody pretty much respects that. And so no one's really asking us anymore to go out to do anything. I said, I'll see you at the end of June.
Yeah. So what we just do is be like, all right, we're not going out to eat, and that means like there's no restaurant eating, no outside food. If we were supposed to go over to somebody's house, that's different.
Yeah, because they're cooking.
Because they're cooking. But for us to say, all right, we're going out, it's just the menu, all that stuff, and a lot of places that you go to, they're gonna have either there's a lot of flour involved.
Yep.
And
Or
I just
frying the food.
yeah, and I just don't want to fall into that. So
because we air fry our food, we prepare the meals that we want, we bake our chicken, we do what we know, and we're following a regimen. We know what we're gonna
the
eat,
crazy
right?
thing is
Meal
we
prepping.
haven't been frying. We haven't been frying.
No, there's no
food like
need
that.
to,
We
right?
haven't-
So we adjust. So instead of frying, you put it in the air fryer. Let me tell y'all something. If you do not know, some chicken wings in that air fryer be hitting.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Bust.
Don't think. I have a friend that was like, wait, you use an air
Yeah.
fryer for chicken?
Yeah.
And yeah, I
that
do.
jerk chicken wings in air fryer.
Hit
Okay.
every time. To be honest, I actually enjoy it better than going out to the restaurant sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm actually getting used to making my food at home. So maybe it'll continue after. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm fine with that.
So do you feel that you complete your, workouts at the best of your ability throughout this journey?
I feel like I'm gonna get better
Mm-hmm.
because the whole thing is getting better. But progressive overload. Like if I want to see, I already know like when I go to the gym for 1 week, I'm gonna hit a certain weight,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then I increase my weight with every rep,
Yeah.
right? So every new rep that I'm doing, I'm increasing my weight. So, and it could be 5 pounds. It's not gonna be nothing heavy.
Yeah.
But what you want to do is, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to make sure that I'm seeing some type of improvement. If you stay at one weight the whole time, you're not gonna see as much improvement. You need to go heavier to see results. So for me, I'm getting stronger. I'm seeing the results. Sometimes I'll tell you this: don't get discouraged if week 2 comes and you don't lose any weight.
Yes.
Don't get discouraged if week 3 comes and you don't lose any weight. Because what you might be doing is you might be gaining muscles, right? And the muscle is adding on pounds, but you're losing fat, right? So you might see where like week 3 or something, like I did not lose nothing. And I'm like, yo, for the first the two week
Yeah,
2
you was
for
doing
you.
good.
Week 2 for you, you did not lose nothing.
No, a half a pound.
Yeah, half a pound. And
Well,
she
what
was
is that?
She was like, yo, what? And before she went on the weight, I was like, don't get discouraged. Don't be mad. You're doing your thing.
Yes.
You're starting. And then for sure enough, she only lost like a half a pound. And then the following week, I only lost like, I didn't lose anything.
I don't think you lost anything.
I didn't lose anything. So it's like,
There was a week where I actually gained weight,
yeah.
right? I can't remember what
Yeah.
week it was, but I gained weight. But then I said, you know what? You told me, let's get back on the scale. We only do the scale once a week. Right? But you're like, you know what? Just something. Let's just get back on the scale. And I ended up losing 2 pounds like 2 days, like the next day.
The next day.
So maybe just sometimes a lot of our weight loss and stuff happens while our body is sleeping and recovering. And I lost 2 pounds after that. I think that happened to me twice.
Yeah. So it's just overall, I'm seeing improvement in every aspect of my life.
Yeah.
And
Learning to manage our time better.
Managing time.
The water intake, even though we struggle from day to day, but everything has been improving so far. The biggest mindset shift. What would you say was your biggest mindset shift throughout this process? For me, is doing it no matter what. Doing it no matter what. Doesn't matter if it's raining outside. Doesn't matter if I have a broken foot or not. You still show up for yourself. every day. Because the only person that's going to be disappointed at the end of this is you, no
Yep.
one else. So if I can't show up for myself, like, come on, show up for yourself this season.
Yep. I think for me, it's I just can't give up. I wanna look at it like I want to do the best possible to influence my kids, and my kids are watching
Oh, they are
more than
watching.
anybody else. They're watching,
Biggest motivators.
right? So they're my motivation to I want to stick around as long as possible,
Yeah.
and even though anything can happen, but
Oh, they're
I
one of the big reasons why we started this too, because they were
yeah
telling us like,
yo
they will hit
yeah
your stomach
yo
like
our
Pillsbury
kids
the
are
Doughboy, and be
our
like,
our
what's going on
our
here?
kids are
They're
brutal.
ruthless.
They're rootless.
They worse than us.
They used to walk up to us and poke us in the belly and be like,
What's going
"Hey,
on?
what's going on here? You getting
Getting out of pocket.
you see what I'm saying?" So just with that, it's a motivation, but also it's like by them seeing their parents working out, that will instill something in them to feel like, all right, you know what? I want to make sure that I'm being
Yeah.
the best version of myself, or working on their health as well while they grow up.
You know, another big thing for me was having an accountability partner.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
So
sure.
for me, I would say having someone to do this with makes a world of a difference, right?
Yeah,
So like my little sister has my mom. They're doing it together. So they hold each other. We have each other. So for the days where you may not feel motivated, you have somebody to tell you, come on, let's go. Because discipline trumps motivation when it comes to this, right? And then for you to be like, babe, let's do this. He'll help me walk down the stairs, place me on my mat out the side, and be like, okay, let's do this, and pump me up, and
yeah,
just day by day. So you help me get around even with my 1 foot and a cane, so I don't fail. My kids, they're like, mom, did you drink your water? Did you take your picture? And like everybody is helping each other just to get through this. I felt like I've came too far to not, like, we halfway done. I'm not going back. I'm
yeah.
not starting over.
And I'll say part of it is, who you have around you,
Of
because
course.
for some people, it might just be them.
Yeah.
So if they get injured and their foot swell up in a certain case, like they get injured, they might not have the person to take them up and down the stairs,
That's
or to
true.
bring them in the garage and do workout and stuff like that.
But
So
even if you have to do it by yourself, do it for you.
there you go.
It's simple as that. Do it for you. I know somebody that said they had to do it 3 times before they finally made it.
Yeah. But it's like before you even start this, don't start it because of hype, or because of,
Oh, the
oh,
trend.
everybody's doing it. It's a trend. Let me see. Let me get involved in a trend. No, do it and find a reason why you're doing it.
That's going to keep you together.
My reason was, I'm getting out of pocket. I felt different. I know, like, I am not myself when I feel overweight. I am not myself. My wife be like, yo, what the hell wrong with you? Like, I
Yep.
am not myself. Thinking wise, I can't think properly. Mentally wise, I'm not confident enough. Like, when you're in the gym, when you're working out, when you look in that mirror and
On
you see,
top of the world.
yo, it just it makes you feel different, right? Also, it's like a health thing for me. I want to make sure that I'm in the best health possible. Like, I'm from the islands. I'm from Jamaica. There's a lot of people in my family that deals with diabetes. I
Mm-hmm.
am not the one that no doctor gonna be like, yo, you diabetic. They
Yep.
could call me pre-diabetic all they want. They've been saying that all the time, but I'm not falling into that trap. For me to avoid that, I have to make sure that I'm consistently moving and consistently working out.
Yeah. But you're going to learn a lot about yourself throughout this process. You're going to learn your downfalls. You're going to learn what you're good at. You're going to learn, wow, I never knew I could do this. Like for me, I love reading. I've always been into that. That's what my husband said. Like he'll be on page 5. I'll be like on page 10 or 15. Like I enjoy reading. But this really pushed me to the limits. Let me tell y'all something. I used to say I'm going to read 1 book a month. How about this? I've read 4 books in 39 days. 4 books, right? I'm starting my 5th book. 5th book. I'm now starting on my 5th book in 39 days. that pushed me, that let me know, girl, you could do it.
That's
If
what's
you
up.
put your mind to it, you can do it. Now, the book that I got is a big, thick book right now. The books are regularly normal size, but it's a type of books that I've been reading that's changing me for the better, right? Setting boundaries with people, learning to cut people out, just habits, developing habits, spirituality. I'm working on all aspects. I don't just pick any type of book. I'm picking books that's going to make me well rounded as a
Yeah.
human being. Right. And so now this one is going to be like a transformational life book. We'll get into that. Follow me on Instagram, on my new Instagram at Crissy Mac Talks, if you want to see behind the scenes, because that's where I post everything daily on Crissy Mac Talks. My stories are lit every day.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So
and the crazy thing is, you see how she said she's read what, four
four
books.
books.
Um, I just finished my second book. I just finished my second book. So,
And it's okay. Do what you
but
can.
and the thing is, are your books? Well, you read a lot more pages per
Yeah, I
day.
do. So even though
You
they
read a lot
say
more
read
pages.
a
That's why I
minimum of
said
10,
minimum, right?
sometimes I don't. I
Yeah.
read more than that. I'll go 15. I might push 20
Oh
if the book is
no,
good.
no, no, no. My bad, my bad. I just remember I read 3 books.
Get it?
Yeah, I read 3 books. My bad. I messed up. I messed up. I read 3 books.
Oh, I'm sorry. I read 5 books because the one
Hey,
that we did,
come on, man. You trying
I
to trump?
forgot you
You,
and I
you,
did that book together.
oh yeah, that book, right?
That counts.
That counts.
It would count because we
Oh,
read
okay,
that.
okay, okay. So
That
I'm
was our
up there.
nightly book
I'm
together.
up there in books then. So that means I read 4.
See, look at
That's what's up.
you.
That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Um, but that's amazing to just, all right, we're always working on ourselves now. And you want to read something that you could learn from and something that you could implement in your life. You don't want to just take up a book to take up a book. Let that book resonate with you. Like the book I'm reading right now, in the beginning, I'm like, I read like the first 20 pages, this 2 days in, and I'm like, yo, I don't know if this book is gonna. The third day, I'm like, all right,
Start moving.
start moving. It's like,
Give
all
it a
right,
chance.
I gave it a chance, and now it's like, man, this book is a really good book. And what we could do is the books that we're reading, we could drop the links for those books.
I do. So in my stand store, if you guys click the link in my bio, I always have the book of the month. So basically, what I'm personally reading, I put there, and I'm also updating them in my Amazon store just as well too. So
Okay, okay, but
maybe I can add yours in there. So
yeah,
in case some people want to read what we're reading,
yeah, yeah,
so get your collection up, your library, right?
yeah. And the thing is, I ordered like 2 more books.
Go ahead. You'll have more to
So
read.
it's like our library. The crazy thing is, we'll have books in our library that we bought to read, but we haven't read them yet.
Yeah.
So now it's
Oh,
like,
now I'm reading them.
now it's like, I finished my book today,
Oh,
right? I
congrats.
finished my book today. So now it's like going down to the library and trying to find which book I need to read. Do I need to find one with some small pages so I can finish that one and catch up? Or, but the thing is, it has to be self-improvement,
Yes.
right? So the thing is, we got a lot of self-improvement books, and some is like, yo, you can read. It's okay if you go back to a book that you've read already, because when you read it a second time, it can resonate with you. There's missing pieces. There's
Remember what I
stuff that
told you?
wanted.
Sometimes you got to be in a space to receive
Yeah.
things. And if you're not in that space, it's not going to do anything. My husband, remember how you tried to get me to read a book for years and I
Yeah.
just wasn't in the space? So unless you're in that space, then you're going to receive that book differently.
Yeah, the book
So
that
even if you put it down, it's okay to pick it back up
Yeah.
later on. Because now I'm rereading some of the books in our library and I'm like, wow, that hits different.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm highlighting, I'm writing, I'm just improving.
The book that I forgot was a book that I picked up twice and put back down.
Yeah.
And I picked it up the third time and I'm like, all right, reading the book, and then I'm like, man, like the things that, all right, babe, this is what we need to do. This is what we need to do. So it's like you get excited about it, and sometimes, like you said, you have to receive it. You have to be in the right space to read a book.
Correct. But I do want you guys to know this journey is not for everyone. okay? But it
Nah,
is life changing. So if you're willing to pick it up and start it, most definitely. And don't ever be afraid to contact us. But we love this. And if I could do anything differently than when I first started this, was to start it sooner,
I was gonna say the same exact thing.
right? Like, it's not that I didn't know about it, I just chose to delay. And sometimes those delays can be detrimental. So we always think that we have a lot of time in the world. We don't. Okay, first and
Yeah.
foremost. So I say just start now. Don't even think about it. What I loved about my little sister and my mom is that they went cold turkey. They basically, when I came to them with this, they just went straight into the fridge and just threw everything away and started the next day. They were like, yo, we're done, we're starting this, and went ever since then
Yeah.
hard. I'm so proud of my mom and my sister just for doing that
Yeah.
just as well. It was luckily we came back from a trip, so we had already emptied out our food. So we just, and another thing that I would do is just find different recipes, right? And I'm now digging into that more. We have our set core of things that we eat. Sometimes boring is okay because
Mm-hmm.
you know that you're staying on track because you're so used to like outside eating and different stuff. But boring is okay, right? Baking that salmon, baking that chicken, air frying it, with some potatoes, sweet potatoes. You can switch things up a little bit, but it's okay to be boring.
It is. It is. You just have to stick with it though. There's days that it's gonna get tough. There's days that it could get frustrating. But
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, anything good is not gonna come easy. Anything that you're trying to accomplish, think about if you're trying to get somewhere. Everybody wants to get to a place where they're fit, and look good, feel good
Mm-hmm.
all the time. But it takes work. It takes work to get there. Just as how it takes work for you to mess up everything that you got. As far as if you look a certain way, you worked on that to get to where you at right now. So it's the same thing. You have to put that work in, and the thing is, you have to put in a lot more work. It's easier to fall back and gain weight.
Oh
It's
yeah,
easy to
so
gain weight.
easy.
It's very hard to lose weight, right? So make the better choices.
Yeah. So another tip, for staying consistent on tough days, I like to time block. So I know, okay, at this time, this is what I'm doing. And I give myself grace. So if I know, like, it's like you said, if it's going to take you a little bit longer to read, just time block out that. Put your phone on do not disturb. Let your family and friends know what you're doing, regardless if they support you or not. Let them know what you're doing. So if you're unable to answer your call, they get it. Like, I've been message on this, I've been already avoiding people. My dad's been calling me, people have been calling me, and I
Yeah.
keep ignoring them because I know that I time block certain parts of my day, and that truly helps. Meal prepping, that's another thing. Know what you're going to be eating
Mm-hmm.
for the week, okay? Meal prep. It's going to make your life easier because if you get hungry, this is where the craziness
Yeah.
starts. You're going to start chomping on
Yeah.
random things that you have no business eating. Okay, you want to go ahead and say, this is what my lunch is, this is what my breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
my and we will make more videos on this because I think a lot of people want to know about meals and things of that nature. Because my go-to, I got two breakfasts, that's my go-to. One, my overnight oats, simple, easy, get it, grab it, go. Then I love to do vegan pancakes, some scrambled eggs, spinach, and things of that nature. Those are my like go tos for breakfasts.
And with
So
me, I'm different, right? Because I do the intermediate fasting part. So for me, I don't eat until like 11:30, 12 o'clock,
yeah,
and I don't like eating till after 6 o'clock. If I'm eating after 6 o'clock, sometime some days it'll pass after six, but I don't like eating after six. So I eat between that time frame and make sure that I get everything in. One of the things that I break my fast, I try my best to eat fruits
yeah.
first when I'm breaking my fast, and then I have my protein shake and stuff like that. So you just have to know what you're gonna do, but make sure when you're going into this, you set up a plan. Because if you have no plan and you're not meal prepping, you don't know why you're doing this, then it's gonna be easy for you to fall off.
And another thing is, please get a physical. Please know where your numbers are health wise. My dad always taught me from young, early prevention is like the best thing, right? So if you have a baseline to know where your sugar is, where your weight is, where your cholesterol is, and so forth, and then you get on this journey and you're able to say, wow, look how much I've decreased since then. So even if you did like 6 months, right? Just go hard, but do labs. You want to know what's going on internally, not just, oh, I'm losing, weight and I'm looking good and feeling good, but what's going on inside of you. Just getting some basic blood work can tell a lot. So for me, things can reverse, guys. You just have to I'm not okay. First of all, when I say reverse, I don't want people to think like, oh my gosh, like I'm at, end stage renal and it's just gonna reverse. I'm not gonna say that. When I'm talking about diabetes, cholesterol, things of that
High
nature,
blood
a
pressure.
lot of that stuff is what we're eating and lack of exercise and things of that nature. So we have to know where we are so you know where you're going. So for me, I'm excited to see what 75 days at the end of 79 days is going to look like for myself. I am already seeing so much transformation. I feel good at day 39 and I can't wait to finish out the 75.
I can't wait either.
Right? So I'm excited, guys. There's so much more. We just wanted to come on and make this quick video for you guys, just giving you a little intro to what 75 Hard is all about, mental toughness. Feed yourself good things. Take off the radio. Listen to positive stuff. Cut people off if you need to. Set boundaries because this season of your life is for you. And the only way for you to thrive is for you to show up for yourself constantly and don't give up.
That's it.
And that's it. All right, guys. If you haven't started 75 days and you are going to start, I want you guys to
75 hard.
75 hard. I apologize. Please comment below. Let us know that you're going to be starting 75 hard. And also, what are some videos that you guys want us to make in regards to this journey that we're on, because this journey is not going to stop. We're going to continue to do this, and I want everyone to join me on this. All right, so make sure you follow me on my new Instagram. I know you guys are probably following my old Instagram, but come on over to the new Instagram, which is at Crissy Mac Talks. You can find me on IG. The stories is lit. You can also find some of the products that we talk about all the time on TikTok. Hopefully TikTok is still up and running at that time at Crissy.Mac. And then you can follow my husband just as well. Where can they find you?
At George's Movement.
There you go. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
All right, guys.